Well, I told myself over and over and over again that I was never going to address this issue, and yet here I am. You know, I really did have a good childhood, ladies and gentlemen. I would routinely go outside and play baseball with the neighborhood kids. We have a pond by my house. Me and my brother and a couple friends would always go there and catch frogs and catch tadpoles and so on and so forth. I gotta say, not once growing up did it ever occur to me to go into the laundry room, take out a Tide Pod, and eat it. Not once did it occur to me to say, you know what, not only am I going to eat this Tide Pod, I'm going to sit down in front of a video camera and film myself eating this Tide Pod and put it on the internet and call it the Tide Pod Challenge. I mean, honestly, who comes up with this stuff? Seriously, folks, who comes up with this stuff? Same goes for the condom challenge or whatever it's called. Not once did it occur to me growing up to take a condom and stick it up my nose and then pull it out my mouth. We went outside, we got dirty, we played in the mud. Sticking condoms up my nose and pulling it out my mouth never occurred to me. Now, I really have been staying away from this, folks, this topic, because it's not usually the kind of thing that I talk about, but I did have a few thoughts that I wanted to just address, to share with you, and then see what you guys think in the comments below. First of all, I think that all blogs, websites, media networks, and so on and so forth who sensationalize, because that's what they're doing. They're, in many ways, sensationalizing these so-called internet challenges. They need to cut that out. They need to cut that out. Unless you're out there making a valid, constructive point about the Tide Pod Challenge or the condom challenge, if you're out there just reporting on it and saying, look at how stupid these kids are, stop that. Stop that, because what it's doing is it's basically adding fuel to the fire. These kids out there, I guess they call them Generation Z. I'm a millennial, they're Generation Z. They love being in the spotlight. Even though they're being called stupid, even though people can't believe what they're seeing, they love it. They love the media attention. They love the fact that they're part of a new trend. Stop giving them attention. Unless, of course, you use them to make a point, which I want to do here tonight. Folks, you have to look at, this is all my opinion, by the way. This is, I spent a little bit of time thinking about this. Not too much time, a little bit of time. You have to look at the real reason why they're snorting condoms and eating Tide Pods. The simple answer is they're stupid. Yes, they are stupid, but what's really going on here? They're doing it for likes. They're doing it for comments. They're doing it for shares on social media. Right? Isn't that why they're doing it? And what this says to me, folks, is that they care more about what other people think about them on social media. In many cases, people that they've never even met before. They care more about what these people think than they do about their own safety. They would rather eat a Tide Pod. They would rather snort a condom than go without attention on the internet. Now, what does that say about our society? What does that say about our country? What does that say about the upcoming generation? Is that a concern? Yes, quite frankly, it is a concern. How do we stop it? I don't know. I really don't know. Other than maybe parents encourage their kids to go outside a little bit more. Tell them, hey, don't snort condoms. Hey, don't eat Tide Pods. Maybe parents should have some responsibility here. Maybe, I mean, it's just, I don't know, folks. I really am in many ways at a loss for words. I'm not often at a loss for words when I do these sort of things. When I do my radio show, I'm pretty fluent. Here, I'm at a loss for words. I know what the problem is. As far as the solution is concerned, I'm really not quite sure. But something needs to be done, because I think we can all agree that this is not healthy for a society. It's not healthy for an upcoming generation. And I'm not just talking about eating Tide Pods and snorting condoms. I mean this addiction to instant gratification and likes on social media. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Something needs to be done. I'd love to hear your thoughts.